Namaste my friends. Now we are going to solve one problem, and we have to build a one JS app. There is nothing but your scorecard, isn't it? In your screen you can see it. So what I want to do this, my friend, in your screen you can see there is a one section. So inside the section there is a two cards. There is a player 1 and player 2. Inside this cards here there is a three buttons here. So both are 3, isn't it? So it's equal to 6, isn't it? But what I want to add here is I want when we are click one plus one button, then it automatically change to your contents score section, isn't it? When you click on plus 2 section, then it's add on plus 2. So that's the feature I want of this video. So we have to just focus on logic, don't worry about CSS. So here I'm just remove it my settings. So here you can see there is a HTML section and JS and CSS files here. So in your screen you see there is a one section. That's why I'm going to create a div here, one parent div. Inside this my parent div I want to create two child sections. So here it's okay. So now question is why I'm going to create of these things. First of all, you have to just focus on these things, because if you want to practice, then in your screen you can add CSS, something like justify display flags, justify content space between, isn't it? So you can think like this. That's why I'm going to create of these things. So inside this my first card, what I want to add here is something like h1. By default it's a 0, okay, and inside my second card something like both are same thing. So it's a designing purpose. I want to add a class. What is thing is a class is a ScoreBoard. Okay, I'm going to show you all of those things, so don't worry about it. So yeah, here you created a one there is a one score sections, isn't it? Inside this score section there is a 3 buttons here. That's why I'm going to create a button something like this. Okay, don't worry about it. It is a +1. Okay, both are there is our next 2 buttons here. Inside as my second card, same as first tower. Wow, that's nice. So now question is what I want to add here. Why we are creating on this? It's a working or not? So my friends, first of all I'm going to show you. Yeah, that's all of those things. So don't worry about CSS here. First we have to remove all these things, you have to confuse. Okay, yeah, here I want to now question is how we can add all of those things, my friend. So inside as my content score sections I want to add a ID. So it's something like player 1, and inside is my first button what I want to add here wait, I don't want to add here. You just understand all of those things, my friend. Why I'm going to write off all of these things? Because when someone is click on this +1 button, then our event initializer on click button is activated and it goes to add-on functions. Where is the add-on function in a JavaScript? There is nothing here, but we have to create all of those things, isn't it? So don't worry about it. We have to there is the same as when we click on +2, then it goes with the add to functions, then it activated, isn't it? On click means when we are click on this, then it's activated, isn't it? That's a simple thing, isn't it? So don't worry about that. So same as here we can add 2 and same as at 3. Okay my friend, there is some energy saver is on. Okay, don't worry about that, all of this is happening. So it's a designing purpose. So our structure of card is created now, isn't it? Now question is how we can add features. So now wait, where is this? Okay, now I want when this is 0 here, isn't it? When we click on this plus, then it's activated. That's why we have to fetch this score section now. That's why we have to go with the JS file. Now I am going to create a one variable. There is a nothing but let game player something like player 1. Okay, that's good. I want to fetch player 1 ID. That's why I am going to write these things. So I don't want to fetch because there is a nothing here, isn't it? Okay, wait. Let's just I'm going to here. Yeah, it's a HTML here. So here you can see that there is a player 1, isn't it? So why I'm going to write this, my friend? My VS Code session is just so much, modern. That's why I'm going to write this. So this is our for this is code is fetch our HTML sections, and it goes to inside this our JS file. Then we have to create all of those things, isn't it? That there are simply means of this line, isn't it? Okay, if you don't know, then I am going to copy this. You just simply okay, now you have to understand it's a player 1 ID. When we click on when we write on this line, it means we have to just fetch our HTML. What does mean? It's something like this, like I want this one line, isn't it? This one line, because I want when we click on this line, it means it's HTML line. It goes with this line. I think you don't understand. That's why I'm going to write in a comment sections. So you have to happy na, because your HTML code in our JS. Okay, then it's a help to maintain your code and changing your content and score sections, isn't it? So now in my next line I want to add same thing, something like this. It's a game player 2. It's a document got element ID, and in our second in our for this card 2, there is a player 2 ID here. That's why I'm going to fetch this line, to fetch this content. In our next line, what I want to add here, my friends, because I want when we are click on when where someone is click on someone is click on button, then it's changing by its own, isn't it? It's changing by dynamically. But someone is calculated now, then who can tell you to this line it's a +1 button, it's a +2, it's a add-on, a +2 add-on 3, something like this. Who can tell you, my friend? That's why here we have to just add this one line. Something like let count now, that's why you know. Something like by default it's a 0, and for this our second card let count 2 is a 0. But inside is my next line, what I want to add here is it's a add one functions, because it's a nothing created now. That's why I'm going to create this add one functions, because when we click on first button, then it's a add one function activated and plus one is uh, changing in our content, isn't it? So how are we going to do this, my friend? There is a nothing but a same as uh, you know add one functions. Okay, now inside is my add one functions. What I want to add here you can see that in my VS Code session, something like count 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. That's fine, but as a beginner, if you don't know about operators, so don't worry about it. Your college is telling you, but I'm going to simplify this line. So here it does simply means, okay, don't worry about it. There's a count 1. Okay, count 1, something like this. Okay, inside of some second line there is a my uh, BS code is suggestion for me, this one line, but ban count one is a, what is this? Count one is a 0, and 0 plus 1 is a 1. Then it goes to a count one sections here. Then our count one is a nothing but a 1, isn't it? So a 1 is a it go with a game player 1 in a text, so it's a dynamically changing, isn't it? If you don't trust me, then I can show you, but someone is adding inner tags, it's working, but it's a difference between a inner tags and a text content, so you can read it by own if you don't want to read. So I can create a one shorts video, so don't worry about this. If I want to add here, wow, if I want to click on it, there is a working, isn't it? And is other button is not working because we are not a creator now, that's why it's not working. Okay, same as these functions, I want to create add two functions, add three functions, add to one function, add two function, add to three function, isn't it? So we have to just click on it, tab button, because my VS Code no, that's why I'm going to create it, but here you consider there is a wrong session for me. That's why I'm going to write by its own add to one, something like this. What I want to add here is something like count. Okay, yeah, count 2 plus 1. Here you can see that now there is a 2 added, not 1. There is a 3 added, not 1, isn't it? Same as other, same as for this card 2 here, card player 2 section. Why I'm going to say this card player 2, and here is a sorry for that. Yeah, that's fine now. Okay, that's good. Add to one function is created. There is a same as, okay, here you can see that there is a 1 count 2, there is a count 2 is a 0, 0 plus 1 is a 1, and 1 is a here, and 1 save it on is a clear game player 2, and game player 2 help to change dynamically our scoreboard score content, isn't it? So all of these things are working. That 2 is a add, here is a add 2, here is a add 3, isn't it? So when we click on it, so don't worry about that, I am going to resolve this. Here is our JS logics. Here is our HTML. here is some CSS, so don't worry about CSS. CSS is a normal. Yeah, if you focus on just a logic, so you can simply create a one scoreboard, and you can write a display flex and justify content and space between. You can also something create something like this. Okay, so I'm going to show you it's a working or not. That's why I'm going to here, and when we click on plus, it's a changing. When we click on plus 3, 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. When we click on plus 2, it's a 6. Okay, plus 2 and 5, and when we click on plus 1, it's a 6, isn't it? Now match is draw, my friends. Okay, I hope you understand all of these things. So thank you so much. So I'm going to yeah, this is our core scoreboard. Now bye for this all of those things.